Welcome,
Chismosas y chismosas.
and welcome back to
SipYChisme.
And this is episode 4. Oh my God, we're almost at episode 5. I'm excited. But before we get into the conversation, before we get into the video, go grab your snacks, your chips, your man, your drink, your this, your that, anything you need to sit and relax and watch this video. But we're going to get our drinks and we're going to cheers to what we're going to be doing today or talking about today.
Yeah, and a good conversation.
Period. So cheers to a good conversation. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So to start off, I have a question for you. Do you believe in aliens, ghosts, vampires, any supernatural being that ain't human? Because I do.
I do too. I actually do. I believe in all of that.
Damn. Like, do you really
go ahead?
But like, do you really think like that there is something else out there that we don't know, or that we have like a slight knowledge of, but it's not like something hasn't been like confirmed? I don't know if I said that right.
I would say yes. Aliens is like one of them, because it's like it's out there, but it's not really confirmed.
That's true, because we don't know if like the videos that have been posted. I believe that the videos that have been posted way before like AI and before like all electronic got like super fucking upgraded, them videos were real, like hella real. Nowadays you can't really tell because we have all the AI and all the other stuff, so it's hard to tell now because people can make that up. But out of all like supernatural beings, like we're talking about ghosts, aliens, vampires, monsters, Bigfoot, like things like that, like which one do you like believe in the most? Like which one you're just like, yeah, I know that shit's real and I believe that shit like cold hard?
I would say like witches and ghosts are like my number one.
Yeah, I would say ghosts. Well, yeah, no, I would say definitely ghosts. I feel like that's like more of something that I believe in, but I'm not like 100% there. Like it's my perspective of all of it. It's like I believe it, I know it's true, but I still have like my questions. Like, are you sure? Like, you sound a little crazy, but I believe you. Type stuff.
I think it's more mainly like you have to experience it in order for it to be like something where you can, it's like a testimony type thing. Like if you're able to experience something and you see something, or if you hear something, and I'm talking about like ghosts and shit, I feel like that's where you're able to get the, yeah, I saw that, or I know that, and I believe it. But it's like if you can't visually see it, because there's a lot of people that are like that, they have to see it in order to believe it.
Yeah.
And it's like if you haven't seen it, but yet you've heard something, or someone close to you have seen some weird shit, or like play the Ouija board, or like, go on and so on, and they kind of go into that, that kind of space of doing something like that.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's just like, I don't know. Because like, it has to come from somewhere. Like, it has to come from like someone's memory or someone. Because, don't get me wrong, because people out here, and comment down below if you believe in this stuff too, and if you got stories, because we would love to read and hear about what y'all think too. But I'm pretty sure there's some people out there, and comment if you agree, that people just use their imagination. That, their imagination just went wild, and we're like, okay, there's humans that got teeth that bite humans and suck their blood.
But that's the thing. It's like you can't. You everything comes from somewhere. Like everything comes from somewhere. So it's like yes, I understand that people have like this imagination, but you have to also understand that had to come from somewhere. Something that they
Yeah.
saw as a child, something it even the movies that are created, like
Yeah,
the Paranormal Activity.
we're
Like,
talking about like years ago.
yeah,
That's where it's like it like gets because like where does it come from? Like I'm pretty sure I can Google it and it'll say back in like 18 something or 17 something that this came out or this person said something. But it's like, how did they get it? How did they experience? Because I'm pretty sure they not here no more to talk about
talk
it.
about it.
So it's like a story that kind of just goes on and it expands and it just grows and new things comes about it. And there's people out there, I'm pretty sure, that studies it and tries to prove. And then there's other people that are like, no, I'm gonna stick to the science.
That's true because science does have a lot behind it, but it's like it's only up to what they were able to prove because they had to have something behind it. They had to have some type of, I guess, necessarily like not just science, but like some type of knowledge behind it.
Yeah, because I mean, if we go straight on to like the ghost perspective of it, I believe in that paranormal shit hardcore. Because I've had I've had people that told me stories, especially like my siblings and like friends and stuff, that they've seen things, they've heard things, things have happened. I'm just like, what the like? Hold up, like, is this like really happening? And of course, for a second, you're like, you lying. But when like someone tells you that and they have like this face of just like being scared and not knowing what to do, it's like, holy,
Yeah,
like you saw something.
yeah. I mean, growing up and like listening to you guys tell stories, and I don't mean like stories as in like you guys made them up out of thin air. I'm talking about like when the boys did experience stuff and they would tell us like,
Yeah,
and then we would see it. I'm sorry, I know that you probably didn't see it, but I have seen the stuff that
no, no, it wasn't even like seeing it. I think mine was just like, because now we're about to get into some stuff. Now we're about to get into like stuff that's happened to us.
oh, okay.
Because
We're going
yeah, because it's like we believe in it. We think it's real. We think half of the stuff is like there and everything. But it's like now is let's get into our little. We're not gonna say so much, but if you definitely want more, let us know.
Yeah.
But growing up, definitely we did have a lot of paranormal things happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, but out of all of them, what is your like most scariest time? Or you're just like, okay, I might not want to do this anymore. Or I might not want to tap in or touch that subject anymore.
Actually, nothing has gotten to that point.
Because we motherfucker stopped.
No, like don't get me wrong. Like even though the stuff that we did go through, and I'm talking about stuff that I've heard, I've saw, I've witnessed. We had cameras put up in our house. I'm talking about even childhood, like where our brother saw something and they would pull us out of the room and we saw it as well. Like even going back to that, none of that scared me. Like I can't say it didn't scare me. It didn't scare me to the point that I didn't want to know anymore.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
It put me to that though.
Oh, it didn't.
Okay. No, it didn't. It put me to. I want to know more. I want to know.
Yeah, nah.
I want to know
Mm-mm.
if this is a spirit. Okay, how do we help them move on?
Nope.
It was more of like,
not me, honey, not me.
It was more of like that for me than me just saying, you know what? No, I don't want to deal with this. I closed the book. I'm done.
See, she's the one that be like, oh, you saw something? Let's go investigate. Let's go see what it is. I'm the one like close that damn door and let whatever is outside or whatever said what, let it be. Let it keep to itself and let's just pretend it was not there. Pretend it did not just happen. I'm that. We completely opposites when it comes to that. Cause girl, you will not catch me going. I mean, don't get me wrong. certain things I'm like, let me try this out. But I've tried it, I've done it, and you won't catch me doing that shit now.
We've had a fair share of Ouija boards. Fair share.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
As
a little
kids.
too much of a fair share.
As kids and then as adults as well.
Yeah,
We had our
definitely.
fair share. And you know, like I get it, you know, Ouija boards are not like this big thing that you're supposed to have in your house. I mean, I don't have one anymore. But you know, we did have them in our childhood. We did have them as growing up.
Yeah, but we did the right thing, and we did what we needed to do, and we got rid of it.
Yeah.
So
every single time we got rid of them.
Yeah, we did the right stuff. So, but you know, there could have been some little mix-ups here and there on certain ones. Cause, girl, our last video, our few, I don't know which one it was. I think it was episode 2, where we had some little technical difficulties, some strange technical difficulties. But you know what?
Stuff that we haven't had in this house at all.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we got ghosts, but I'm saying that.
I mean, if you want us to do like a 3 a.m. challenge.
Fuck that.
If you want to see SipYChisme do a 3 a.m. challenge for at least one of our videos,
at least
put that shit in the comments.
No, if this video gets to at least 100 likes, then maybe.
Okay, you hear it. You heard it. 100 likes to do a 3 a.m. challenge here in the house.
100 likes by the end of this month. By the end of this month, if we get 100 likes, then maybe we'll.
Maybe? No, you gotta give them what they want. You gotta give it to them and be like,
if we get 100 likes by the end of March, and I'm talking about midnight March. March goes into like the 31st, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna double check.
I just want to double check. Okay, March goes into the 31st, which is a Monday. If we get 100 likes on this video, then we'll do it in April.
You heard it. You hear it now.
We'll do a 3 a.m.
challenge.
Whatever challenge podcast.
Call the Llorona.
Bitch.
Just kidding.
The fuck? I'm trying to call everybody named Mama from the dead. But, you know, off the topic of ghosts, what do you think about witches? Because witches, they real. They is real. That witchcraft, witch thingies, this, that, and whatever they do, I think
witches
it's real.
Are all among us. I'm talking about even the witches that go and study and they become santas and all that and santos. Those are different type of witches that I believe are good witches. Yes, they do.
They're like pure.
They still do their things that they do. But I'm talking about the witches that were aged. They're aged witches. They've been here for years and years and years, like hundreds of years. Those are the ones that take the kids and eat them. Those are the witches I'm talking about.
So we're talking about the little ones that you be seeing in the videos in like out there in like Mexico or whatever. Yeah. And they be looking like little birds. And they just like
they look like vultures.
That's crazy.
But they're not. They're actually brujas. And they're little tiny brujas. But they're not brujas like, you know how there's brujas that do like spells and they do stuff to help you bring back the love of your life and like torment the love of your life, you know, because that's what people use brujos y brujas for. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the ones that literally want to stay on earth and they want to be here for years and years and years and have that immortality. So they eat children, they take souls, and they also morph into things.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's insane. As a little girl, I remember when we used to sit and watch we used to sit and watch witch videos, like people that caught witches on camera and stuff like that. And I remember we used to come across there's a video that literally is like rent free in my mind when it comes to these topics. And I'm pretty sure I can find the video somewhere, but it's a video. I don't know where it's at. I know it's not in the United States. I know that for a fact. But it's like the small house, and there's like a baby. There's like the parents are like recording a baby or whatever, and in the corner there's like it comes from like I don't know what it is. I think it's like a black shadow, and then the fucking witch just like comes out and starts running, but it's small and it like runs across.
Oh my god, I know which one you're talking about.
If you know what video I'm talking about, because that shit was like everywhere when we were kids. Like it was everywhere. If you remember that video,
2000
like this video, comment, let us know if you know that video. Because that video stuck with me, and since then I've been scared. I've been scared. Yeah, I've been scared of any bird looking thing. I'm like, I don't do it. Nope.
The way that you know that they're nearby, they say that they're the crows.
Yeah, like
you'll see a bunch of crows. And if not crows, you'll see a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
The big tumbleweeds. That's when they were like, if you see a big tumbleweed, you'll be like, "Oh, there's a blue one nearby."
But is it okay? So with the crows, is it okay? Because I know people say like, you know, it has to be like a bunch of crows, like either flying or in the same area or something like that. Is that saying like there's one nearby, like doing something bad, or just one nearby that's just like there?
So like, what I've heard is like if there's one like nearby, like if you see one flying around, that means there is a brujo near, a bruja or a brujo near. Now, if you see a group of them and they're on top of a house, like on someone's house, that means someone's about to die. And they're about to die because of supernatural, like someone put a spell on them, or
like a curse,
or brujo did something to them, or like.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like or
it was just like something like them nearby, because every time people would tell me like, oh, there's like a group of crows, like a what's the word for it?
I don't know the word.
I don't know. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but it's like when a bunch of, and I'm talking about like a bunch, like it looks, yeah,
a swarm,
like a swarm of crows just like flying, like. Kind of not really in a circle, but kind of in a circle. That's when you know that one is nearby. That's what I've always known and been told, that they're like, oh, look, there's a bunch of crows. That means there's a witch.
There's a lot of little superstition stuff. So I mean, if you guys know any superstitions like that, and you guys like know about that, I mean, put it down in the comments if you guys heard differently.
Yeah.
And it's not the same ones that I grew up on, or like that you grew up on. Maybe they're different. Maybe there is some that are different.
Yeah, because I know everyone has like their own little like sayings or what they grew up on, and be like, oh, if you see this, it's because of this. Like same like with the like meanings of like dreams and stuff like that. But that's like a whole different conversation.
That's another conversation that we will have, and we'll make a video about that, because I do read dreams. So we can get into that conversation a little later, another video.
If you want it, let us know. If you want it, let us know. But yeah, it's just crazy to think that there are other things that live among us. Like, and I'm talking about like people that live underground, like as they're considered like ant people or whatever.
Did you have like a friend that like their family member actually lived?
Yes,
something like that.
Well, no, they didn't live, but one of my friends, if you know who you are, you know who you are. One of my friends did tell me a story at one point. I don't remember the exact story, but it went something like someone in their family was living, I believe, in Vegas. Not sure what part, but they were living in Vegas.
Nevada. Yeah. Part of Nevada.
I know it was somewhere it was somewhere in Nevada. I'm not sure if it was Vegas, but it was Nevada definitely. and they at one point came across someone, I believe someone like coming out of the ground, but like fully clothed, like nothing. It didn't look like they were like dirty or anything like that. Fully clothed, came up from like a sewer or whatever. I don't know what exactly it was, but came up, and I guess the person interacted with them or something and was told like, oh yeah, we live underground and whatever, something like that. I don't know. But just the thought of like me knowing someone that knows somebody that saw something like that, I believe it's true.
Yeah.
You know, of course, you hear like the rumors and you be like, oh, there's people that live underground, or there's people that, you know, live here and live there. It's like, and they're like they're among us, but we just don't know they're there. So definitely, that's something I do believe in. I do believe that there's people that live under us, because I don't know. I just feel like there's no way that there's no different other societies besides the human race. I feel like there's other people that, but I feel like they don't look like us as much.
So kind of like a hills have eyes.
Probably. And then also like there's like what's it called? There was another one, like people that live in like the mountains and stuff. So I definitely believe that there's more than just aliens and witches.
See, that's the thing when it comes to like aliens. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I mean, everybody's a fucking alien at some point.
That's what I was thinking. What if in reality we are the aliens and the actual, like, I guess, things that are supposed to be here we're the ones that are not supposed to be here, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like how do I explain this in a way that I don't sound really stupid?
Well, I mean, I feel like there's like, okay, so definitely I believe that there's other planets that have life on them. And I'm talking about like water, air, trees, grass, like a whole thing where you can actually live on it. But we're not meant to go there.
What if, hold on, hypothetically, hypothetically, this is a conspiracy, hypothetically. I saw something, and I don't know where I saw it. If I'm not mistaken, my girlfriend probably showed this to me a while back or a few weeks ago. What if we actually, like humans, actually lived on Mars? And
what destroyed it?
And destroyed it.
There's nothing but dirt.
And that's why we're here. Because they destroyed it, and that's where the whole dinosaur stuff happens. And yeah, like, I don't believe that we have the Mars rover and all of that. Like, I don't believe in it.
That's interesting. I mean,
like, think about it. What if we were on another planet? We fucked it up as humans. We ruined all of it. I mean, I don't believe we went on fucking the moon.
Oh no, I
don't believe in that. I'm sorry. I know
that's another topic, but that is true. I don't believe. Yeah, I don't. But yes, that's something that we can get into another time. Because girl, you're getting into it, and we're not trying to get that deep in some of these conversations because we can get in there. But not yet. That'll be another.
But if y'all want think that we're aliens, because I feel like we're the aliens that came into Earth. I don't believe that this was our planet in the beginning. I don't believe that this is where we needed to be. So we're the aliens here. In reality, the ones
we do the dumb ones. I personally think
humans are the dumb aliens.
I definitely personally think. I think that we are definitely the dumbest out of all the fucking races, like as in like species.
Yeah, because monkeys are more smarter than us, and we're supposed to be coming from them.
Evolve and it just like
It's like
dumb.
our brains just shrunk. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's like we evolved, but our brains didn't.
But don't get me wrong, we have good technology and good, but I feel like in our as our species, that might just be the highest that we're able to go. Because then we'll go like what's that movie called?
Lucy?
No, I was gonna say Aliens versus Predators.
Alien versus Predators? That's crazy.
No, because it's like it is true. Like is it that movie? I don't know if it's that movie, but it's like when they look at.
You're not talking about Alien versus Predator. Are you talking about the apes?
No.
No.
No, I'm talking about like there's a movie, and if you know the movie, let me know because it's not coming to me right now. There's a movie where, damn, is it Transformers?
What? This is so out of pocket.
But no, it is Transformers. No, it is Transformers where they're like saying, okay, it's when they're like talking about like the big ship.
Now we got into the movies, y'all.
I just think that alien technology, I don't think we're the aliens. I think, but then at the same time, every species is an alien.
You're right.
Because, bitch, I can go to another country and they'll put alien down. I am from there. I'm telling you, we are aliens.
They all motherfucking aliens.
But I believe there's something way beyond us. Something way.
Obviously. Sorry, this is dumb number 3.
Oh my god!
It's like it's toxic though. We fell off the grid.
We really are. It's because I'm trying to explain myself, but it's just not coming out the way it's in my mind.
Y'all,
but I was going off of like the technology. Like Alien has better technology, and for like aliens definitely have better technology due to like all the movies. Like going back to like people can just think of it.
I mean, you already called the species dumb. Well, humans are stupid. We don't have intelligence.
I'm example 1. I'm example.
We're not involved. Can you tell?
Clearly. Oh shit.
Well,
you know what? Let's just.
I have some questions.
Let's just skip that
I
because.
have some questions for you though.
Girl, child.
All right, I got a few questions for you.
God dang it.
All right, since you asked me if I believe in the paranormal and all that.
Okay.
Let's see. Do you think near-death experiences are proof of afterlife? This goes into the ghosts.
Near-death experience?
Mm-hmm.
Like
you about to die.
Wait, that near-death experience is part of what?
The afterlife.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, okay, like a deja vu type thing?
Next question. You didn't come to him to
I want to be able to understand because we like near-death experience.
Do you think near-death experiences are proof of an afterlife? So you know how
like someone dies, you go like, oh, I saw the white light. they're there to tell it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had one?
Oh no.
If you've had one, and I'm sorry we're laughing. This is not funny.
This
We're
is
just a
funny.
little.
It's funny. I'm an awkward person. I take things differently.
I've had, and it is. I don't think it's like part of what we think it is.
But like, as people say, like, oh, it's so peaceful and this
It
and
is.
that.
It's very peaceful. It's very peaceful, and it's. I think it's based off of where your life is at that moment.
Okay.
Because what I saw, I didn't see a big white light like everybody else, like talking about like, hey, there's doors, and there's a big white light. Like,
there's what?
Doors.
Oh, there's the staircase.
No, I did not see that. But everybody sees different testimonies all the time when they
That's
almost
true.
pass away. Mine's was just a little differently. Mine's was like, best way I can explain it, and you're gonna laugh your ass off, is Rio. The movie Rio. You dumb bitch. Yeah, it was Rio. That was my.
Fuck, I'm getting myself a headache. Oh god. But I mean, I think that's nice.
That's nice.
Because you're able to come back and tell it. Like,
Yeah.
and now you have. Well, okay.
People look at me crazy like, bitch.
Okay. Okay, because you had that near death experience, does that put you in the. I mean, I believe we're going completely off topic, but does that put you in the perspective where, like, you're scared to die? Or you have, like, a little bit more peace of, like, knowing that there's a little something on the, like, other side?
I remember we've talked about this before, and we've always talked about that we are living in our own hell until we die, and that's our peaceful time. So that kind of put that in perspective.
Okay.
It kind of put me in that perspective.
Okay.
Of like,
but that's another topic.
That's another topic. We'll get to that topic another time in another video. If you guys do want to hear about our like perspective on that, on like hell and like peaceful, we don't
Afterlife.
There you go. Best way to explain it. Then ask in the comments, and we'll go ahead and
make a video. Or if you have stories that we can, if you guys are comfortable for us saying, like if you guys have stories, comment them below your stories, and we would definitely share them or react to them.
If you do not feel like commenting, you guys can always hit us up on our email. We do have an email. It's called SipYChisme@gmail.com. It is literally very simple, very straightforward.
Yeah. And of course, if you don't want like your name to be exposed or anything like that, you can definitely put it. Anonymous. Yeah, you can definitely put it down, and we'll definitely clear that out. Yep. Also, if you don't have an email or you don't know how to email, you know, it's okay.
We have Instagram. We have Snapchat.
We have Instagram. We have TikTok. And of course, we have the YouTube page. So yeah, definitely comment below. And if you would like to share it, if you would like us to share it, then we'll definitely share it. But yeah, that's definitely a different other conversation. But back to what we were actually talking about.
We were originally talking about
what the conversation is about.
Asked another question, and it's actually a very interesting question. You mean, do I believe in the D word? Because we don't say that in your house, in houses in general. Yes, I do believe in
girl, it was a question. Who the heck? They don't know. They might not know, so I had it.
I could have put it in parentheses. You don't want to say it in your house. Like, don't ever say the D word in your house, because they say it attracts, especially at night, and it's technically midnight right now.
Yeah, it's 12:41.
We're filming at 12:41. Sorry, guys. We got hella.
This is not
Can
just.
you-
This is not happening right now. Girl, you gotta have to wait.
What just happened?
No. Anyways, but yeah. So do you? I mean, go. I mean,
The D word.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's also little children that trick you into thinking that they're not. There's even animals that trick you to think that they're not that, and in reality they are. So if you ever see anything,
I can't get out of it. We might have to cut all this.
no, this is raw, okay? This is raw.
Oh, shit. No, but I believe there's like there's good and bad spirits. Um, but of course, I mean we already kind of like touched on that already. Like that we believe that ghosts, good and bad, are real.
Yeah, no, like I was saying about the D word, there is animals and children.
Oh my god.
We got our own little D word in the house right now. Sorry about that, guys. But usually the D words do like to portray
Manipulate.
themselves into something that they're not. So there's even times that if you hear, for an example, if you ever hear your man's voice and he's not home or he just left 20 minutes ago and you hear him in another room telling you, hey, babe.
Oh, see, nah, See,
that happened to me.
See, that's the crazy part.
Terrifying. And if it ever does happen to you, never respond. That's the crazy part. You never respond.
See, that's okay. So this is where, for me, it gets to where it's like, even certain things like this, it's hard for me to talk about because like my mind goes into, oh my god, like am I going into like a panic mode where it's like I feel like it's gonna happen and I feel like it's gonna.
Has it happened?
No.
You've never had it happen to you?
No.
I've had it happen to me like 3 times and it scared the shit out of me.
Not here, right?
No,
Okay.
never here. But when I was living in Vegas and the partner I had would leave work and come home like in the middle of the night and I thought like she was home.
Oh.
And I thought she was next to me. So I would go and hug her because I assumed she was laying next to me. And I would feel something there. And then when I would open my eyes, like actually open my fucking eyes, there was nothing there.
Oh, hell no.
Yes. And then,
oh, hell no.
There was other times that I would hear her call
that.
me from the living room. And
Girl.
I would hear her say like, babe, babe.
Girl, I would have threw that whole
like,
apartment away.
What? I'm like, there's no way that she's home. There's no way that she's home because she's at work and she just told me that she just got off of lunch and just went back inside because we just had a conversation.
I would have threw that whole apartment away. I would have moved. I would have.
So what we did was we saged the house. We bought a bunch of sage. We literally like blessed the hell out of that house. Literally.
And it just stopped happening after that?
It stopped happening. It really did.
Girl.
But what I was going to say too was that I've had it happen with dogs where I thought I heard, remember how Harley had passed away?
Uh-huh.
We would hear her running around.
See, that's some scary shit.
We would hear like the little
like the paws, like,
or we'll hear the collar.
Oh no!
The collar hit. We would hear the collar hit.
Oh my god!
And then after that had happened, and after the whole thing of me like hugging her, and I'm thinking that she's home, and then me hearing her voice and all that, she was cleaning up one day, and she goes and tells me, she's like, "Hey babe, I got something to show you." And I was like, okay, so I'm freaking the fuck out because I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna show me?
Yeah.
She's literally showing me that there's a shirt that was hung up in the closet. It was a shirt that was hung up. We had just did laundry, and she had the same shirt on her bed, like on our bed, but there was one hung up in the closet. Never bought two of those shirts, ever. Never bought two of those shirts. Never had the same shirt because one was a small
Is that the
and
one?
one was a medium. So there was no way for us to have that shirt because, let's face it, I never was a medium.
Yeah.
And I never will be. I know that I won't be a medium. I have big boobies, so it's like,
Yeah.
if I lose weight, I won't. Maybe a large or an extra large, yes. But at that point, we were like, what the hell? So she made a TikTok, put herself out there a little bit for it. And we were like, okay, this is the whole dimension stuff where it goes into the spiritual stuff. Like, not spirituality, not anything that has to do with meditating, crystals, and all that. No, I'm talking about as in like there is different dimensions in this world that we do not know about.
Yeah. No, I believe in that too. I believe that like the whole
There was a funny one that I had. I was dyeing my hair. It was 3 in the morning. I was dyeing my hair at 3 in the morning.
Don't ever wake up at 3 in the morning. If you awake or you up at 3 in the morning, if you're not working or you don't like you not if you just like not doing anything, take your ass back to sleep.
Yeah,
there's no need for y'all to be up at 3 in the morning. Between 2 and 4 in the morning, y'all should be asleep if you're not working or doing a project or doing something that you really, really, really need to do. Other than that, take your ass to bed.
Well, that's what I'm going to tell you, this funny ass story. Because it is funny.
So you're dyeing your hair.
I was dyeing my hair, and all I hear is zzz,
like a buzzing, like a
vibrator. So I go to my box where I had all my toys. This is a vibrator we only used once and never used it ever again. And that vibrator sat in that box for 6 years.
That goes for using it.
Legit, it was on and it was moving and it was at the highest speed. There's no way for it to be twisted and nobody was home and I was by myself. I wasn't even in that room. Mm-hmm. I literally recorded the whole thing. It's on my Snapchat if you want to, on my TikTok. I keep saying Snapchat. Jesus. It's on my TikTok if you guys want to see the video. It's actually there and I show the proof of the vibrate and everything. It is crazy. But it's like, that's the stuff that would happen. And then when I finally saged the house and all that, just kind of stopped.
Girl, somebody was bringing some negative stuff in your house.
That's why I saged everyone that walked in and out of my house. Because I just didn't trust it anymore. I couldn't.
I wish I had like really, really like good stories like that, but I don't, and I'm happy I don't because I like to have my
you just have your sleepwalking video.
Yeah, but that was
like your sleepwalking ones.
Yeah, but that was like way like that's when I was younger. But like now as in like an adult, like
the only ones we have is the one that we had in Utah.
Yeah.
And those were pretty scary.
Excuse me. Yeah,
especially the one that you were asleep and I could not wake you up. For the life of me, I tried to wake you up and you would not wake up.
See, I don't even know that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know the story, but I didn't like.
I was talking to Grandma on the phone and my door was slit, like it wasn't open all the way. It was like open about this much. And that's when I had the bed against the wall where I couldn't see out the door, but I can hear clearly. And I had the phone on this side, and I was talking to Grandma, and Grandma was hanging up already. And I hung up the phone, and I'm like, I even said, I was like, pinche chismosa. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just come in. The reason why I said that is because I heard, when you're not wearing socks and you hear like the foot touching the floor. That's what I heard coming from your room, coming all the way to my room. So I told you that, and I heard the footsteps run back to your room. I got off the phone. I walked outside, and I'm like, Lucy, stop playing. I swear to God, I know you're playing. And your door was open as much as my door was. So it was just like that much open. So I pushed it open. You were literally laid out on your stomach, laid out, arm out, legs all over the place. Literally, like you were
Girl.
out. I go up to you and I'm like, Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. And I'm patting you and patting you and patting you, and you're not moving or nothing. So at that moment, it triggered, and I was just like, okay, something was in this house. So I closed your door, I locked your door, and I ran into my room and I locked my door. And then that's when I called my partner at the time, and I called her niece, and they came to the house, and they were all like batshit crazy, talking about they were gonna beat somebody's ass.
Well, yeah, because stories like that is really fucking scary. Like, it's really, really scary.
But then that's why we got the cameras, because a lot of stuff started happening. So much stuff started happening at that house.
That's true. Which is bad vibes.
It's crazy. We have a lot of I have a lot of stories when it comes to like ghosts and like scary shit like that.
Yeah, we have some crazy times. We definitely have some crazy times and some scary things, but we don't touch that no more.
No,
we don't. We don't deal with that.
The max that I
stuff
do
anymore
is just tarot reading and
she's a witch now.
and just dream interpretations. Other than that, I don't get into anything else. I don't. I know I can, but I refuse to.
I mean,
I would love to go like ghost hunting and shit, but just not in the house. Like not in our house.
See, that's another thing. It's like if you go somewhere else and you do like a ghost hunting thing, or you try to talk to spirits and stuff like that, like there's pros and cons to that. The pro to it is like, oh, you're experiencing new things, and you might catch something, it might arouse you or whatever the case. But like the cons, like of doing stuff like that, like you can bring back stuff with you.
Yeah,
not knowing that you did.
Well, that's why you have to be very careful.
Well, that's why it's like a lot. That's why a lot of people that do it most of the time, especially just to like do it for fun, is people that are young. They're like teenagers. They're learning those things. They're like, ooh, witchcraft, or ooh, there's ghosts, or ooh, there's things that I can talk to spirits and stuff like that. So they get curious and they do it completely wrong. And I think knowing from experience, like it just happens. But like as an adult, it's like you don't want to mess with that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like that's where we're at now. We're just like, we want our peace. We want to stay protected.
That is true.
But other than that, I mean, it's like there's a lot of things in this world that we would never fully understand, and a lot of things where it's just like scientists won't be able to understand it. Doing little things of talking to the dead or whatever the case may be, of how other people communicate or whatever, like we would never understand how those things work.
That's true.
Like there's never a full explanation. Like, oh, how does that work, or how do you know this and how do you know that? It's mainly on what's the word, like speculation
and conspiracy.
Yeah, and just like you believe in what you believe in.
Do you believe in like skinwalkers and stuff like that?
Yeah, but I believe they're not everywhere. I believe they're just like in certain places,
like near the reservations and stuff.
Yeah, like if you go into like any type of like deserty forest kind of thing where it's like open field, I feel like you'll find stuff that you shouldn't be finding. But if it's like you're doing stuff in like a backyard, or you're doing stuff in like an actual building, like you won't catch certain things like that.
That sounds.
That's what I'm saying. Like, depending on where you are in the world, depending on what you're around, is you catch more things than other people won't in other places. So, like, say you're from like Utah, Nevada area, it's like there's a lot of open field. Like, there's a lot of desert. There's a lot of like mountains and like hiking and stuff like that.
Tribal stuff there too.
Yeah, so of course you're gonna catch things that somewhere in like California or somewhere in freaking New York, like you're not gonna catch those things there. because they don't have as much, things. It's more of like, and then also the history behind certain things as well, like certain places. It will like it depends on what also depends on what you're looking for. Like, how do you say, like the reservations, like all those areas are known to having some type of like skinwalker type of thing, like something that just like, how do you say, like transforms into other things that you don't even know, or they can transform into like a dog or another human and this and that, and you're just like, oh, that was a skinwalker, that was this and that was that, but it's because they're known to having those.
Yeah, that's true.
So it really just depends. It depends on what you're looking for as well. Because I feel like I feel like everywhere is a place for something, especially on where it like originates from. Like same with like vampires and like werewolves and Bigfoot.
I'm a little skeptical about vampires and like werewolves and stuff.
I believe there's vampires.
Yeah, I do believe that, but I don't think they're here in the U.S.
True, but I don't know if it's like vampires or like a what is the thing, like a doppelganger.
Oh my God, doppelgangers! That's the craziest thing. That there's so many doppelgangers that have coming out. That's going to be another topic because that's completely off of the whole paranormal and like supernatural stuff. So I'd rather get that into another video when we talk about doppelgangers. Yeah.
I feel like touching the subject of just like non-human race kind of thing, like it goes into a lot of things more deeper.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're definitely trying to stick to the topic, but it's like it's so hard not to go into
other topics.
Yeah, like more deeper of well. like for example, like we just going into like the doppelgangers and all the there's more to that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not a conversation that you're just like, oh, I believe in da 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 da. It's like, but why? How?
I mean, it's crazy because I know that we can sit here for hours and hours and hours and just talk and talk and talk and kind of get off topic and then get back on topic. So it's like when we do bring up, other things like doppelgangers, or when we start bringing up like other stuff that we believe in and spiritual and all that, it's gonna steer us on another path.
Yeah.
We'll sit here for another hour to 2 hours and kind of like go off of it, and it's still showing our point of views on things, but I also think like that could be another video.
No, it really can, because like she said, like we can definitely sit here and talk about it for hours because it's such an interesting topic. It's such a topic where you're just like, what? Like, that, or this, like,
That's
or you learn that, and like, yeah, it's something that it's a conversation that keeps going no matter what area you're into it. Like you can be like just eavesdropping something, like, or whatever the case may be, and it's something that brings people in and like want to talk about it no matter what opinion or what side you're on.
That's true.
Because you could be on the science side.
Yeah. And that's where we want to sit here and ask our viewers, like, what do you guys believe in?
What side are you on?
Yeah. Do you guys believe in everything that we talked about? Like, do you guys have stories that you guys want to bring out and tell us about? If you don't want to tell us, that's perfectly fine. That's on your time. But it's like, do you guys also have things that you've been through or even like believe in? Or is there something that we didn't talk about today that is part of the paranormal and is part of like the spiritual?
Something that we missed. Because of course, like
supernatural.
like I said, this conversation can go in circles like all day. Because it's like you go into one thing to another thing. So definitely, if we missed something or we didn't touch on something a little bit more that you guys would like to hear, then definitely comment that below and let us know. Because of course, we want your guys' opinion on it as well. We want what you guys think, because everyone has their own opinion, especially on this type of topic. We would love to know what side you on. Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Let us know, because we do. And for someone that if you're a person that doesn't believe it, I would like to know why. Like, I would like to know.
And if you do believe it, also, why?
Yeah.
What made you believe?
What told you like, oh, this is real. This is some real shit.
Well, just go ahead and comment down below and let us know exactly, what we just asked.
And of course, like, comment, share, and subscribe, of course, because we know that some of y'all that be watching are not subscribed to our channel.
60% of y'all.
Like, why?
Just subscribe.
If you watching, subscribe so you can be updated and watch more videos.
Please.
Just click the subscribe button and click the bell button so you can be notified when we post. Please. Huh? And we're going to leave on that note. Bye.